sample paper we are solving the section D only. So question number 38, explain why triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED. Since it's a 4-mark question, it's a congruency criteria, we have to write all the steps correctly. So I'll explain the steps how to write. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF, what is given in the question? Angle B and angle E 90 degree it is given, and also angle A and angle F are equal. In addition to this, they are marked that BC and DE are also equal. So we got two angles and one side. So what I have written here, in triangle ABC and DEF, we are assuming that we are given that angle B equal to angle E equal to 90 and angle A and angle F equal only. So we are taking the value as X only. Now by angle sum property, in separated triangle only we have to do now. Triangle ABC, I am calculating what is angle C. What is angle C? 180 minus sum of these two angles. So 180 minus 90 plus X, that means 180 minus 90 minus X equal to 90 minus X. Similarly in DF also we can calculate the value for angle D. 180 minus 90 plus X, that is sum of these two angles subtracted from 180. So what is the answer we are getting? 90 minus X. So by using this, we got angle C as 90 minus X and here angle D as 90 minus X. So when two angles are given in the triangle, it is easy to find the third angle measurement by using which property? Angle sum property. So now we got the values of like this. Now how to write the congruency criteria? So we have calculated, and triangle ABC and DF we can write angle B equal to 90 degree given. Angle C and angle D we calculated, that means proved we have to write it is equal to 90 minus X. Now BC and ED, that is equal side given. Therefore triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED, ASA criteria, because we have used which angles here? Angle C and angle B, right? Now the side is BC is included side. So we are writing here ASA criteria. Now the similar triangle we can prove in another way, because I just want to show that ASA and ASA is the same only. So in triangle ABC and DF, other method, that is without calculating the third angle, angle B equal to 90 degree, then angle A and angle F is given, that is, let us take X means X we can write, given is the reason, BC equal to DE given. So this time what is the criteria you should use? It is only ASA only, but we should write that triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED, AAS, that means the side is not included. AAS can be converted into which criteria? ASA also. That is the first step I have shown. So one of the method you can use. So whichever you are using, according to that your congruency criteria to be written. When you are using side as included, that means finding the third angle and you are showing that the side is included, then your criteria must be ASA. But when you are not finding the third angle and you are finding using the given two angles and the side which is not included, then your criteria will be AAS only. Both are same only. By what is the reason? Angle sum property of the triangle. Question number 39. If A equal to 3x square minus 7x minus 8, B equal to x square plus 8x minus 3 and C equal to minus 5x square minus 3x plus 2, find, first question, A plus B minus C, and again the second question, 2B minus A plus B, A plus C in bracket. So let us see the first part, A plus B minus C. So A plus B means there is no change of sign. A we write first, A is what? 3x square minus 7x minus 8. What is B? X square plus 8x minus 3. Now minus C means minus and the C value we have to take down. That is the algebraic expression, which is that minus 5x square minus 3x plus 2. So A plus B we have continued the same. Now what happened to the C now? See the changes here. Since it is a minus, opposite sign will come here. Minus 5x square became plus 5 square, because minus into minus plus and minus into minus plus 3x again, minus into plus 2, that is minus 2. Now what is the next term? Next step, rearranging the terms. 3x square, x square and 5x square. So we grouped this x square only. Now minus 7x plus 8x, then 3x. So we have grouped. The remaining terms are minus 8, minus 3, minus 2. So when we are adding the x square terms, 3x square plus x square plus 5x square, what is the answer? 9x square. Minus 7x plus 8x plus 3x. 8 plus 3, 11x minus 7x. So it is 4x only. 11 is having greater number sign, positive sign. So 4 also having positive number sign. Minus 8 minus 3 minus 2. So 8, 3, 11. 8 plus 3, 11 plus 2, 13 and with a negative sign. So minus 13. So what is a plus b minus c? It is equal to 9x square plus 4x minus 13. 2b minus a plus c in bracket. So that means a plus c to be solved first because it's in a bracket terms. So we are substituting 2 into b term is x square plus 8x minus 3 substituted for b minus bracket starts 3x square minus 7x minus 8, that is a, and a plus minus 5x square minus 3x plus 2 only. Now a plus, here I am multiplying with the 2 into x square, 2x square, 2 into 8x, 16x, 2 into minus 3 minus 6. Now minus bracket starts 3x square minus 7x minus 8, there is no change. C, since it is a plus, you know that no term sign will not change. So we can repeat with the same sign only. Minus 5x square minus 3x plus 2 only. Now this I am keeping same. 2x square plus 16x minus 6 minus bracket starts 3x square and minus 5x square we have grouped here, minus 7x minus 3x we have grouped here, then minus 8 and plus 2. Now the same first part is same only. Here what is the simplification? 3x square minus 5x square, what is answer? Minus 2x square, minus 7x minus 3x minus 10x, minus 8 plus 2, it is minus 6, with all term are having minus sign. What is the next step? We should remove this minus sign. So the first term bracket, it's the same only, 2x square plus 16x minus 6, so no change. Applying the minus sign, minus into minus plus 2x square minus into minus 10x, that is plus 10x, minus into minus 6 plus 6. Now grouping again, 2x square and 2x square we are grouped, then 16x and plus 10x both are plus only, minus 6 and plus 6. So here what happens? Minus 6 plus 6 will get cancelled, the remaining we can do the simplification. 2x square plus 2x square, it is 4x square, 16x plus 10x, it is equal to 26x. Therefore, 2b minus a plus c equal to 4x square plus 26x. Question number 40. A grocer buys 10 dozen eggs at rupees 18 per dozen. Out of these, 10 eggs were found broken and had to be thrown away. At what price per egg should he sell so as to make a profit of 10% if he spent rupees 24 on transport? So, grocer buys 10 dozen eggs. How many dozen eggs he buys? 10 dozen eggs. What is the cost per dozen? Rupees 18. How many eggs were broken? 10 eggs. Next, what is the question is asked? What is the selling price of one egg if he wants to make a profit of 10% and also he spent rupees 24 on the transport? Let us see the solution now. So what is given in the question? Cost of 1 dozen egg equal to rupees 18. How many dozen egg he purchased? 10 dozen eggs he purchased. That means rupees 180. So 118 into 10, that is equal to rupees 180. 10 dozen eggs means how many eggs are there? 120 eggs. 1 dozen means how many eggs? 12 eggs. So he got 10 dozen eggs only. That means 120 eggs. That is why here we have written cost of 120 eggs or cost of 10 dozen eggs is equal to rupees 180. Now what is the transport amount he spent? That is rupees 24. So here transport amount also he only spent. So it is coming under the heading CP only. So we will write the new CP for 120 x, that is 180 plus 24, it is equal to 204. Now what is the profit he wants to make? 10. right? So we got CP as 204 and profit as 10%. Now what we want to find out? We want to find out a selling price of one egg only. Now let us calculate what is the selling price. So profit percentage formula equal to SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. That means profit percentage equal to profit by CP. Do you remember this formula? Profit by CP into 100. What is profit? SP minus CP. That only we have done here. Now substitute the values. 10 equal to SP minus 204 divided by 204 into 100. What is the next step? Cross multiply. So 10 into 204 will come here, 100 will go into the denominator. So 10 into 204 by 100 equal to SP minus 204. Now you cancel 1 0 here. Again 204 divided by 10, that can be written as 20.4 equal to SP minus 204. Now what is SP here? SP, I'll keep it on this side because this is a minus sign. I'm taking to this side, it will be positive. So 20.4 plus 204, that is equal to SP equal to 224.4. Now we got the SP as 224.4. This is the SP he should get when he wants to make a profit of 10%. Now the question is that SP per egg is asked, but he is having how many eggs now? He already 10 eggs were thrown out because they were broken. So eggs left is equal to 120 minus 10, it is equal to 110. So he has to make a profit on 110 eggs only now. So SP for 1 eggs means 224.4 divided by 110. That means 1 0 is the here. So here we can write as 22.44 by 11. That means rupees 2.04. So children will do the error here only. Children will do the error here only because only 110 eggs only left. They will calculate for SP for 120 eggs. That should not do. We have to calculate SP for 1 egg means SP for 110 eggs only we should calculate. So the answer is rupees 2.04. With this sample paper 1 is completed and also today's video I am winding up. Thank you.